Ain't nothing right this on my death certificate. I gave you power, 21 questions like who the warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words, get money. Tonight's the night, guess who's back on my block? Rather unique, Bucktown. This on that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York with a pitchfork.
Yeah, I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. forced a scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Super. Average ball.
On first down, gone. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Cut. 180.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Cut. 180. Cut.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready. We're waiting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And Ndamukong Suh forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Well, the Los Angeles Rams not yet owners of a first-round bye. They have clinched the NFC West, first in the NFL to win their division. But last week, surprisingly, only put up 6 points in that loss at Chicago.
Not surprising overall in terms of defensive struggle, because you had the last 2 defensive players of the year in the NFL playing in that game. Aaron Donald for the Rams and Khalil Mack for the Bears. And the Bears have been strong on D all year long. What I found interesting was how the Bears scored their touchdown. Right? Trick play, backup offensive tackle, catches a touchdown pass. How often do you see that in the league?
Not very often. By the way, going to make a big difference whether the Rams play in 70-degree L.A. or 20-degree Chicago. A little bit different for the weather style.
It certainly is, which means that down the stretch, the Rams still have to play excellent football. Just because they won the division, they can't kick back. They need to lock up one of those 2 home field byes to start the playoffs.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
DC! DC! It's hot! It's hot!
Throwing on third. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Shell! Wilson on! White 20! White 51! Harbaugh!
From the gun on third down, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. New Orleans Saints take the field again. The NFC South champion New Orleans Saints. They are officially that with that victory last week over Tampa Bay 28-14. So they're 11-2, and if the season ended right now, they would be, Charles, the #1 seed in the NFC.
And NFC South champions, you mentioned it, second year in a row. First time in franchise history they've won back-to-back division championships. So they'll be in the playoffs for the third time in 6 years. We know Drew Brees is absolutely terrific. He's going to set another record, breaking the one he set last year for completion percentage in the season. But the defense, we hardly ever talk about this Saints defense, and we should. They've allowed just 13 points per game in their last 5 games. Even in the loss to Dallas, they only gave up 13 points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, you ready? Ready, what's that?
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Ready? We're waiting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now is Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh? Yeah. Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, 2nd straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Lowman Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, little man Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. You ready? Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Bree's going to go on 4th down. And that's complete. It's Watson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Breeze now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
You ready?
Again, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Goff now on second down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, one thing neat going on around the NFL again recently this year, we've seen this before, but the My Cause, My Cleats, just a chance for the players to give back to a certain charity that they like and dress up their shoes how they want. I know you saw that a couple weeks ago in your game.
I certainly did. I had the Giants and the Bears, and during this time frame, each team is allowed to designate one home game for My Cause, My Cleats. And that was the Giants' home game. They designated it. And Alec Ogletree had a big game. I mean, he had a pick-6 for a touchdown, a bunch of tackles, and his cleats were for autism awareness. What a perfect time to put that on stage. His cause, his cleats, and a big game as well.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw again. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill!
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw, it's Breeze. And it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He dumps it down to Ingram, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Cut. 20. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Right 12. Cut.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd and 10, Goff. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Listen. Go, 12, go. Dudes. 17.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Now he steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
You ready?
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Breeze going to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
kill, kill, kill. 11.
On first down, Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Rams have won the game.